What's bumpin', everybody? This is PyroDraco. Today, another video. It is a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11 2-star attack strategy. It's basically Queen Walk and GoVaBo, or Golems, Valks, and Bowlers. It's a 2-star attack strategy for war. I already mentioned that. And I'm going to be showing 2 replays. I'm actually going to start using my drawing pen a lot less often because it wastes a little bit of time and makes my screen really messy, so just expect me to start using it less. I'm not going to start, I'm just basically start using it less and less. But I am going to use the drawing pen relatively quickly, only for the first replay, just to break down this attack strategy. And then, yeah, so let's get my little drawing pen out. There. Okay, so he starts off with the queen walk. Sorry. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Alright. Sorry. He starts off with the queen walk at 6 o'clock. And the queen walk, its purpose is to establish a funnel. And in this particular attack, it's going to walk this way and take out all the buildings that the queen... Take out all these buildings on this side over here. And then he has a golem with some bowlers that he will deploy on to help establish an even greater funnel. So golem and several bowlers, think right here. So it's going to create a very wide funnel for Kaz, his group of Valkyries. He's gonna change the color. So once he establishes a funnel with his golem bowlers and that queen walk, he's gonna put a jump there. It's a little bit of a dark green, but puts a jump there. Gonna change the color to orange, actually, and he's gonna send in his Valkyries like that. He's got a couple spells prepared, such as a rage and a freeze that he's gonna deploy in the center, in the core of this Town 11 base, because there's a lot of DPS. That Eagle Artillery, and there's gonna be some Teslas, Expos, and Inferno Towers. So he make sure you got those spells, dude. And he gets an 80% 2-star, which is very impressive. So we will watch it right now. Hopefully that the pen drawing, the drawing that I was doing to break down this attack strategy, and this particular attack was short, was concise and brief, yet it was comprehensive, and it fulfilled I hope it fulfilled the purpose of giving an overview of this 2-star attack strategy. So anyway, he starts off with that queen walk at 6 o'clock, or pretty much down south. A little bit slow. He's going to take out those buildings, so watch carefully here. This is very important. So he makes sure that this cannon, the mortar, targets the queen, so then he can safely deploy his wall breakers without being targeted by any of the other defenses. So that was some nice wall breaker placement. Nice, good job for the queen tanking. So queen's gonna go off to the right. He's gonna take out these buildings, as I mentioned earlier in that little drawing. He's gonna drop a rage, because he's about to encounter that air defense, and the queen is being hit by an expo, and these couple point defenses. Okay, now he sends a golem and his king in, and his bowlers. Forgot to mention the king earlier, not a big deal. But see, with his bowlers, he's gonna take out this side of the base, right here, with as a funnel. He activates queen's ability on this side, on the right side of the base. So he has a rage for his king and his bowlers and his golemites, basically. So really wide funnel. And then he's got a group of 10 Valkyries that he will deploy, right? Queen already died, but 10 Valkyries that he'll deploy to help with that jump. They jump those 2 walls. He drops a rage and a freeze on an expo, Eagle Artillery, and Inferno Tower. So value freeze right there. So they take out the expos in the core. So it's very imperative or important that you carry a good invest a lot of your spell space in the core of these Town Hall 11 ring bases, because they will have a lot of DPS that can really shred your Valks if you don't have those spells ready. So he's obviously not going to get the 3-star, but it's a 2-star attack strategy. So very good job to Kaz for doing this. This is a great attack strategy. He's got that 1 archer for cleanup. I'm going to speed it up. He's got 80% 2-star. Didn't quite take out that collector, but it's an 80% 2-star nonetheless, which is very impressive when you're a Town Hall 10. And needless to mention, Kaz isn't actually like a max Town Hall 10, and he 3-starred at a very high level Town Hall 11. So yep, that's the first attack. Very nice job to Kaz. Second attack will also be Kaz again. So Kaz is pretty good. So this Town Hall 11 base is not as good as the first one, as you can see with those level 6 walls, those diamond walls, I guess you can say. But it's still a strong Town Hall 11 base. Starts off with the Queen Walk at 9 o'clock, and as I mentioned earlier, I wasn't going to use a drawing pen for the second replay. Activate. He uses a rage and a poison to deal with the enemy archer queen, and it goes down. So one tip for doing for queen walks in general is that you should have your queen tank for defenses that might target wall breakers. So when the queen is tanking for defenses, then you can deploy your wall breakers and it won't be targeted by the defenses if it's locked onto the queen, if you know what I'm talking about. You saw it twice in the replays. So yeah, so just a little bit of slow queen walk, just gonna speed it up only by 2 times, not that fast. Activates the CC troops, drops a poison on them, and activates the queen's ability to drag in 3 loons. So he drops Golem and his bowlers, and he's got a couple wizards and his king too. Unfortunately, his ground kill squad of his Golem and his bowler, the first portion of his ground kill squad, Queen went down by the way, which consists of the Golem and the bowlers and the king, kind of trailed off a little bit to the outside of the wall to the right, but it's okay because its main purpose is to establish a really wide funnel and take out a lot of buildings, which this ground kill squad of bowlers and that king did. He drops, okay, this is very important, he drops 1 Valkyrie in order to test, because as you notice here, Kaz the attacker noticed that one of the Valkyries trailed off to the left. So, and that's not good, because that's why you deploy 1 Valkyrie as a test Valkyrie to see if it will trail off or if it will go to your desired location, which is obviously the core. One of the Valkyries didn't, so he waited a little bit, then Kaz deployed the rest of his Valkyries, as you can see right here. So make sure you deploy like 1 test Valkyrie to make sure to know when it's the right time to deploy your Valkyries, so they will go straight to the core. As I said, he uses a jump, a rage, and a freeze to take out the core really quickly, because there's a lot of DPS in that core. So a rage is highly necessary. Rage, you need to invest your spell space for your Valkyries, especially when dealing with the core for these Town 11 ring bases, because they have a lot of DPS. Said that several times, getting repetitive, but just have to emphasize that. So we're just gonna speed it up through cleanup. Didn't quite get that wizard tile, but it's okay. A 77% 2-star by a not even max Town Hall 10 on a high level, not max Town Hall 11, but a very high level Town Hall 11. So nice job to Kaz, and that's it for today. Make sure to hit that like button if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, because more of these videos will be coming out, and share, I guess. And comment if you have any questions. I will get back to you in less than 24 hours, guarantee that. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. See ya.